Yo, like I said, it's a post trade analysis today just to kind of show you guys what I did in my trade, and I kind of want to also see what I did well and where I kind of messed up on the trade. So we're just gonna go through it together. So today I took a trade on gold, right? It was short, not particularly. It was altogether a good trade. Maybe not the best trade out there at the time. But hey, guys, like I said, you live with what you get, right? So, first thing, we're just gonna take some time and we're just gonna put out the session times, okay? So, New York session starts. We just gotta change this real quick. -6. Yes. So yeah, Chicago time frame is what we're on right now. So 8:30. We're just gonna measure out where the time starts. Okay, New York session. Asian session starts at 3 a.m. So I'm just gonna make sure the date is correct too. Sorry guys if I'm a little tired tonight, but that's okay. We're still gonna get this done. I'm still gonna explain what I did, what was I looking for when I took this trade, right? So we're gonna try. There we are. We messed up, but that's okay because we can always go back and save it. Okay. Those are our session times, right? Okay. What were we looking at? Like I always say, start off with the weekly and we just look at what are we, right? So when I started my trade today, I saw that we were going a little bit like we're bullish still, right? And you can see that gold went all the way up here today, but and it went all the way down here, but this is the candle, the digi candles, right? This is where it stopped, so it was really not sure where it wants to go, right? So we were bullish on the weekly, bearish on the daily, and at that time when I took my trade, we were bearish on the 4 hourly as well. Went down to the hourly, and this is where I kind of started looking for my building blocks that I could use to basically assess if this trade was worth taking or not. So the first thing I measured out was my order block here, that during London session that we had, right before the leg down, right, and I could see that there was a fair value gap there and a fair value gap here. You guys see that? We had two fair value gaps. I'm not gonna measure those out. I just can kind of keep them in my mind. But if you guys really want, we'll measure this one out because this was a big one for when I took the trade. Right there. One down to the 15 minute. And this is where I kind of did most of my heavy lifting. As you guys can see, there was a fair value gap, and this was where my entry point was. So price was above here when I was watching it, and I was just looking and waiting for it to give me one other thing here. So we knew the structure was broken. We had a daily bias. We had to break a structure. we saw an order block, we saw a fair value gap as well. So if you guys know, the way I trade is based on equilibrium, right? That's how I take my trades. So I just wanted to know that I was getting a good buying price. So I want to see, where was I looking at here? Yeah, this was the high that I was looking at. Actually, no, this was not the high that I was looking at. This was the high that I was looking at. And then, where are you at, bruh? You know, okay, yeah, show me some. Okay. So for me to get a good market price on this, right, I had to take the trade. 1 second. Where were we? I think it was at that point. It was like here, right? We had to get price at a discount. So price was moving up. You could see that I saw that price was moving down. So I got it at a discount price when it was up top. And I got out when it came here. How did I set my stop losses? Honestly, my take profit was previous areas of liquidity, going down to the 5 minute, right? Previous area of liquidity, previous areas of liquidity. So I had a stop loss here. That's, I didn't hit that. I exited this trade a little early because I started seeing fair value gaps being formed, and I knew this trade was going to go south quick. So I pulled out, right? That's also a part. You need to know when it's a smart time to pull out. This could be a take profit, and your stop loss was very simple. It's where your bias was going to be disproved. If price went above here at any point, my bias was going to be disproved, right? If I probably rode the trade out just between New York session time, right, I could have pulled it, and you could see that my bias was correct, and I could have hit my first take profit, and I could have hit my second take profit, right? And realistically, I could have even hit my third take profit if I said that right here. So you guys can see that first take profit. Oh, 1 second. First take profit, second take profit. Where's that third? Third take profit, right? Because price is below here. So it's just that simple. I didn't do any rocket science. It wasn't really too hard to understand. Maybe I could have not risked that when we were bullish and we had inconsistencies, that I shouldn't have taken the trade, but I did take the trade and I realized when to pull out. And we're going to see if tomorrow's a good trading day as well. Just a short video for you boys today to tell you guys how I took that trade. Peace out. We'll have a little motivation session, and I'll let you know if I took a trade tomorrow. Take care, guys.